Welcome to Groups This Week. As a church, we exist to help all people become fully devoted followers of Jesus. We believe doing life together is a crucial part of that journey. During this time, we're going to unpack and dig deeper into the sermon we heard this past week. Let's dive in as we continue to grow in our faith, knowledge, and love of Jesus together. Well, hello and welcome to our community groups discussion video. Today it's just me. As we've been journeying through this Abraham series, we've been learning that Abraham was blessed to be a blessing and that God has a heart for the nations. And this past Sunday, we were in our Mission Sunday, where we took a look at what our church is doing, both locally and globally in terms of mission. We even heard a little bit about the persecuted church, how we can be praying. And so today, what I would love to focus on is, as groups, how can we join in on the mission of the church? How can we live missionally and serve, pray, give, go? And so, as we know, our mission as a church is to help all people become fully devoted followers of Jesus. And I think one of the best avenues that we can do this is through our groups, where we're doing it together. It feels like we're kind of all kind of pulling in the same direction. And so there was some of the things that were outlined on Sunday that we can do, but I just want to highlight some of those for us here today. So this Christmas season, as we're in the hustle and bustle, we can get busy, but I want us to just remember that we've been given the Great Commission. And I want us to think about how we've been blessed so that we can be a blessing to others. Some of the ways that I've seen community groups serve this fall is through sorting clothing for the dressing room or by serving with our local food pantry. And these are areas that always will need more people to serve, and the opportunities are endless. But there's a couple other ways that you can serve with CA Church this Christmas season is, number one, through our Christmas Village. Christmas Village provides hope to families in our community by providing a Christmas meal and gifts. And so some of the ways that you can help with this is you can, number one, make a financial contribution towards the Christmas meal, or you can donate new toys that are still in its original packaging for youth and children. And not only this, but Christmas Village requires a lot of volunteers and serving leading up to and on the date of the event. And so you can find a link in our discussion guide on how to serve with Christmas Village this season. Highlight the temporary winter shelter that we're going to be hosting in the month of January. CA Church is going to open its doors to those who are without a home so that they can have a warm place to stay for the night and a dinner and a breakfast meal. So we need shifts covered for those who would love to prepare a meal, preparing dinner or breakfast. And so if your group would like to serve in this way, we'll also provide a link to sign up to serve in this way in the discussion guide. For the temporary winter shelter, you can also donate. We're looking for donations of warm winter clothing, especially adult men's and women's socks and underwear, and also jackets, toques, scarves, and gloves. So if you would like to donate towards the temporary winter shelter, you can bring your donations to the donation center on a Sunday morning at the Mariner campus. We also have ways that you can go as a community group. So maybe you're considering, hey, we don't just want to serve, we don't just want to pray, we don't just want to give, we want to go. And so maybe you would consider going on a missions trip, a short-term missions trip as a group. Well, I just want to highlight a few of the upcoming trips that are taking place within the next calendar year that you might want to consider. The first one's coming up pretty quick. It's with Rail City going to Chiapas, Mexico, and this is taking place January 29th to February 10th. Now, the deadline's coming up. It's November 30th, so you got a couple weeks to register. You can go to our missions webpage and find out how you can apply for this missions trip. The next one happening after Chiapas is to the Middle East, and this is going to be happening in March 1st to 11th. And so if you would like to go on this missions trip as a group, the deadline is December 15th, so you got a little bit more time. There's two more trips. First one, Philippines, is going to be taking place March 16th to March 30th. The deadline for this trip is January 15th. And finally, we've got a trip that's going to be happening in the summertime from June 29th to July 14th in the Copper Canyon, Mexico. And so if you want to take some time to pray or think about going on that trip, you've got until March 30th to register for this deadline. So these are some of the ways that you can pray, give, serve, or go as a group. So have a conversation in your group time right now and pray into how God might be leading you to live missionally, to bless those around you. It might be something that was listed here, or it might just be something simple like shoveling driveways for neighbors during one of the winter nights, or helping rake leaves for neighbors. What has God put right in front of you? How can you see what's going on in your neighborhood? What are the missional needs right in front of your door? And so we've been blessed to be a blessing, just like Abraham was blessed to be a blessing. So consider how God might be leading you this season to live on mission and serve. We hope you enjoyed the teaching today. If you're wanting to follow along with our community group's discussion guide with your group, you can head to cachurch.ca/media, where you can find the discussion guide. Not only are there questions there related to the sermon, but there's also prayer prompts that relate to the passage or the topic that we were talking about, and practices that you can, on an individual level or a group level, begin integrating into your life to not only bring this knowledge into your mind, but to begin living it out.